Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today from Hasbro, we are featuring the Marvel Legends Spider-Man Homecoming 2-pack, featuring Ned Leeds and Peter Parker. Both action figures capture the likeness of actors Jacob Batalon and actor Tom Holland. And this is a 2-pack that I think a lot of fans have been anticipating for a long time, and I'm really excited to check it out. Alright, so on the front, we have some nice images of the figures. And again, on the side. Now, I think these might be digital renders. I don't think these are the actual figures themselves. I think they're the actual, computer-generated models. And on the back, we have both figures and their accessories. Ned comes with an alternate head with a Spider-Man mask and his camouflage backpack. Peter Parker comes with an alternate head, some fists. It looks like this might be a book, and he also comes with a backpack as well. You'll notice that this package is a windowless design. It's all cardboard. Hasbro's trying to be more environmentally conscious, so a lot of the stuff nowadays is going to be without plastic on the packaging. It's just safer for the environment. Alright, so let's take this out and get started. Okay, so we get a lot of, if you've handled a lot of the more recent Hasbro, toy lines, for example, Fortnite and some of the G.I. Joe Classified series, especially the new Blue Ninjas 2-pack, you'll notice that a lot of the accessories come in these, baggies that are made of tissue paper. It's not necessarily plastic anymore. And again, it's just Hasbro being more environmentally minded. It's kind of funny as I'm handling these figures. My first thought is it's almost like these characters are mummified. There's almost like, I don't know, they're being prepared for burial and they're wrapped up in bandages. All right, so if I had to guess, I think the husky one is Ned Leeds. And I would be right. This is a great looking action figure. Oh, this is awesome. And let's take a look at the Peter Parker. Now, we've had the Tom Holland head before. We've gotten Spider-Man's where it comes with a Tom Holland head. But this is kind of cool to get a full-on, Tom Holland as Peter Parker. And this looks great, too. This is awesome. One thing I'm wishing they did is that I know it's not possible because of, licensings and whatnot, but I think a great accessory is they should have given us a small Lego Death Star. I think that would be great. I'm sure if you go online, I'm sure there's probably someone that, probably designed a 3D model that they could 3D print, for these figures. But it would have been great if they gave us a Lego Death Star. I would love that so much. Especially there's that one scene, from the, I think the first movie where they're in his bedroom and he's trying to confide to Ned about his powers, and Ned's, handling the Death Star, then he just drops it. Okay, so we have lots of small accessories here, so you don't want to lose them. We have the 2 extra fists for Peter Parker. We have, it looks like a book, because they're going to school. And we have Ned's camouflage backpack. Alright, so let's take a look at the accessories first. Let's remove Peter's backpack. Let's set aside the figures for now. And let's just focus on the accessories. Alright, so first we'll take a look at the backpacks. We have the backpack that Ned has. Is a Camouflage Backpack. My first thought looking at this is that this would be a great accessory for like a G.I. Joe Classified series figure. You know, give it to like Duke or Flint or like Gung Ho or Lady J. It's cool. Nice shade of green. It's kind of like that camo green with some black, some tan, and some brown. The straps, unfortunately, aren't adjustable. They're just, you know, the length that they are. Next, we have Peter's backpack. Now, this is in line with a much more traditional, like, backpack that a student would wear, you know, whether going to high school or college. It's kind of like a light tan, if I did to describe the color. Very simple, very realistic, you know, nothing too special about this. Again, this would be a great accessory for like another toy line, you know, if you want to give this to another Marvel Legends figure or a G.I. Joe Classified series. Especially like a teenage character in the Marvel Universe, you know, give this to like one of the New Warriors or one of the New Mutants. You know, this would be cool. We have the two extra heads. We have Ned on the left and Peter on the right. Great likeness to actor Jacob Batalon. It's kind of a neutral expression. He's not really... I mean, he has a small, tiny smirk, but nothing too expressive. And then we have Peter. My face doesn't look too hot. I don't know, there's something wrong with it. I think it's the eyes and maybe the paint on the teeth. Yeah, I'm not too keen on this one. This one looks a little on the sloppy side. But the sculpting's still well done. And it doesn't want to focus under my camera. There you go. Yeah, there's something off about this. I don't know what it is. It just doesn't look right. We got the book, which is very plain and simple. It's just strictly like a light brown. Nothing important. And we have the two fists. For Marvel Legends, I'd say these are about the size, you know, for like a teenage figure. You know how the fists in Marvel Legends, they kind of vary in scale. You know, some fists are very large. Other hands are pretty small. These are a little bit on the smaller end of the spectrum. All right, let's take a look at the figures. Who should we do first? Let's do Peter first. Peter stands in at about pretty much 6 inches. So we have a 6-inch Peter Parker figure. Let me get some. Let me get a sheet of paper under him. He's not focusing right under these conditions. Maybe this will help. There you go. Yeah, so he looks like Tom Holland. You know, Tom Holland kind of has that look, like he's stuffing his mouth full of marbles. So he kind of looks like that. Again, a very neutral expression. You know, he's not happy, he's not sad. He's just kind of just there. Nice detail on his sweater. There's a nice soft texture to it. Nice wrinkles and folds. There almost seems to be a little bit of a disconnect here. Like his chest looks a little bit glossier than his torso. I think they could have done the sculpting better on the arms also. For me, it's too much of a break. Like the upper arm, and then once you get to the bicep, it seems too harsh. They don't blend in well together. Double pinned elbows, but they're pinless, which is a plus. Pinless knees also, which is great. It's cool. It's a nice figure. He looks frumpy, like a teenager, you know. Let's get up close and personal with Tom Holland. In terms of articulation, his head rotates, looks down about that much, looks up, arms rotate, they go out, bicep swivel, double pinned elbows, wrist articulation, cut beneath the chest. Does he have a waist swivel? He has a waist swivel. Kicks up pretty high. I mean, it's Spider-Man. Kicks out, not that much. Cut upper thigh, double pinned knees, ankle articulation. Very solid figure. And let's take a look at his buddy. Let's take a look at Ned Leeds. Right, so Ned comes stock with the Spider-Man mask. It looks really cool on this body. This looks great. I like this guy a lot. Let me see how easy it is to remove his head. Alright, his head pops off. I'm curious if this head will fit on Peter. Let's see. Oh wow, it fits. Oh, that's cool. So it's nice too because at the neck, the mask kind of like flares out and it actually goes above his collar. So if you wanted to give this mask to Peter, you know, go for it. It's kind of wild. It looks cool like that. So that's a fun bonus right there. And let's get the... For a second, I was about to... I got to do this. I got to see what it looks like. Yeah, so here's... here's Tom Holland with the Ned body. Yeah, that's funny. And let's take a look at... here's another one. Hey, what's up? Yeah, that's funny too. Alright, so let's get back to looking at Ned Leeds. And we're going to put the Jacob head back on. Yeah, this is a great likeness to the actor Jacob Batalon. You know, it looks like he got like shot by a shrink ray and he's in action figure form. Great likeness. I like that it's a huskier figure. This guy stands in at about a little under 6 excuse me, I got tongue tied. This guy stands in at a little under 6 inches also. And it's cool, you know, you have the best of friends. I think, oh man, I can't remember. Did we get an MJ figure? I think we did, didn't we? I can't remember. They've released so many figures. I want to say yes. I think I do have an MJ figure somewhere. I think she came in a 2-pack. Is that right? I want to say MJ came in a 2-pack with Spider-Man wearing the coat. So you could have, you know, the threesome hanging out, you know, studying and whatnot, doing nerd stuff. They look great. Look at that. In terms of his articulation, head rotates, very standard. Doesn't look down, doesn't look up. His arms rotate. They go out. It's kind of a tight joint. Bend and swivel at the elbow. Wrist articulation. Man, again, this guy's a tight shoulder joint. Swivels at the waist. Kicks up about this much. Kicks out about that much. Does he have... I can't tell if he has a pinless arm. He has a pinless arm, pinless knees, much like Peter. And standard articulation. Yeah, really well done. So I'm digging this guy a lot. I think the downside to this is I think their standard retail price is pretty expensive. I got mine through Amazon directly. I don't remember the price exactly. I just remember that they're priced a lot higher than your average 2-pack. But, you know, that's kind of like the norm across the board, you know, with inflation and the war and everything. It seems like everything, you know, from food to gasoline to toys, everything's just expensive nowadays. But I do think this is well worth the price of admission. If I had to rate these figures on a scale of 1 to 10, an easy 10. You know, there's not much to say about it. It's Ned and Peter. You know, I think if you're a big fan of the MCU, especially the Spider-Man movies, I think it's a no-brainer. You really need these figures, especially if you have the MJ figure. You know, it's just nice to have, you know, civilian-looking characters in your toy lineup, especially these two. So I can't recommend this enough. Excellent, excellent toys. All right, so let's wrap this up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.